We're starting Nezikin. We're starting Bava Kama. So Bava Kama begins Arba Avos Nezikin. There are four fathers of Nezikin. There are four principal categories of damages: Hashor, V'Habor, V'Hamave, V'Hahever. So you've got the ox and the pit. The Mave we're going to translate as the tooth, although there's a big machlokas about it in the Gemara. But for purposes of our Mishna, we are going to follow the position of Shmuel in the Gemara. So Mave is going to be the tooth, so the animal eating. V'Hever, and a fire, outbreak of fire. So these are the four principal categories. Lo harei ashor k'harei Mave. So the shore, the ox, is not comparable to the tooth. V'lo harei Mave k'harei ashor. And the tooth is not comparable to the ox. What does that mean? So it's going to tell us why do we need to have four principal categories, because they're not comparable one to another. The Mishna doesn't say exactly what the differences are, but the Gemara explains that the difference between the regel and shein is that regel is much more common. The animal walks and destroys things. In terms of it getting out and actually eating somebody else's stuff, that's not as common. It's a more of a uncommon damage. You generally keep the animal muzzled and it feeds from its own feed, and so eating other places, that's not as common. And the opposite, in terms of the mava not being like the shore, the tooth not being like the regel, is that in regards to the animal eating, the animal enjoys it, right? It wants to go out and eat. That's sort of normal. In terms of whatever it kicks and destroys, that's not really considered to be enjoyment. It doesn't enjoy that. Okay. Says, by the way, these two couldn't have been learned out from fire, because these two we're talking about live animals. We're talking about the animal kicking or the animal eating. It's not like the fire. Fire is not alive. And not all of these that we've mentioned until now are not, their way is that they go out and they damage. They're moving damagers, they're moving targets. Like the pit doesn't move. The pit is, you dug a pit in the street and somebody falls into it, so you cause the damage, but the pit itself is not a moving thing. The animal is always moving and walking and eating, and the fire burns and continues to go, as we've seen so tragically in the last couple weeks in the West Coast. Hatzara shavasha behen shadark and lahazik ushmirasan alecha. What's the connection between all of these things? The thing that binds them all together. All of them normally cause damage, and you have to watch them. It's your job. You created this fire. You dug this pit. It's your animal. You have to make sure that they don't go and damage. Ukashahizik, and if they do go and damage, chav hamazik l'shalom tashlumei nezik b'meitav ha'aretz. So the one who's causes the damage, meaning the owner of these things or the creator of these things, is responsible for the damage they cause and has to pay the nezek, meaning the damage that is caused. The meitav ha'aretz, with the best of the land, meaning if you're going to pay using your landed property, you're going to pay using the land. There's different levels of quality in terms of land. Land could be poor quality or higher quality. You have to use the highest quality land in order to pay. However, if you're going to use metaltalim, if you're going to use stuff to pay, you're going to use your movable objects, or you're going to use money, that doesn't have to be done with the best of the best. You can do that with whatever types you want.